Milton. Jeez.
Oh, hey, Bo, what's up? What's going on, man? How you doing? Hey, everybody. Welcome back to, we'll call this episode 31B. Unfortunately,
32A.
Today's guest had to back out on us at the last minute. We were running a little late. I believe he had some time issues. So unfortunately, we're not going to record episode 32 today. But we just wanted to say we'll call this. Yeah, boo. Listen, I understand, and sometimes we're setting up the new studio for the first time today, so I understand. People get busy.
Turkey has tryptophan in it. He probably had leftovers and fell asleep.
He's probably sleeping. Well, we wanted to. We said we didn't want to waste the whole day. We set up again. Bo came out. We set up the new studio for the first time, so thank you for coming out, Bo. I appreciate you.
Now we got our pants down. We got to do something.
Got a party. So we figured we'd it's a couple days after Thanksgiving. All of our U.S. guests were celebrating Thanksgiving. Our guest that had to back out was Canadian, so he didn't have a holiday to celebrate today. But again, unfortunately, we'll have to reschedule.
Get a holiday, eh?
So we figured we'd say thank you to everybody for all your support. We'll call this our JJD holiday message. So happy holidays, everybody. Listen, we appreciate all your support. Let's start out by, we're always sponsored by Fightback CBD. They've been awesome to us.
And that's been how long? From the beginning?
From the very beginning. If, episode 1, we were giving away bottles of CBD. You can still get 15% off your order at fightbackcbd.com with code JJD. So let's throw that out there. They've, one of the things that always amazes me about Justin at Fightback was that we had him on the episode and he wound up donating $1,500 to the foundation while we were on air. We were like, why is he looking down on his phone? And
like he broke his computer. And
he was looking off to the side. It was
like,
really strange.
And
all of a sudden,
I just dropped $1,500 in there.
Yeah.
Like,
my phone I get a little alert and it says, Justin's donated $1,500. So
by the way,
so we very much appreciate him. We also want to thank War Bar Soap and the crew over at Power X Core. These guys, right? The guys that do the Power Shield. If you've heard me talk about it, this stuff is awesome. I basically bathe in this after a rolling session, and they've also, given us the War Bar soaps. So those are pretty awesome too. So same thing there. You can go to warbarsoap.com, get 25% off your order, your hygiene product order, and then huge shout out to Flow and Roll. All right, these guys. I put my belt on the back of the chair. All right, these guys who Sean over at Flow and Roll. He's been embroidering belts for us. Not only did he send me one, but he's also sent a belt to anyone who's donated $50 or more to the foundation.
That's super
right.
Cool.
So that was his idea. Then we also threw in the mug just in case, maybe it's a mom or dad.
Your name or whatever you want on there.
Embroiders your name. He did who's not Daredevil, one of the Marvel characters. He has a video on his.
Is that the video
Instagram.
I saw on Facebook?
Yeah,
that had with the stitching going.
Yeah, it's not Daredevil. Good? It's who's the other guy with the red from the X-Men?
Deadpool.
I believe that was the Deadpool face, right?
Yeah.
He so a lot of guys messaged me like, "Hey man, can you do this?" And I said, "Let's put you together." And I sent them a message. So that was awesome. But Sean and Flow and Roll is amazing. That was his idea to do those giveaways. So we really appreciate it. We got a lot of donations for that, and we're actually still doing it. So if you go to @Jiu Jitsu Dummies on Instagram or @Jiu Jitsu Dummies on Facebook, just kind of follow through to either the foundation page or our Instagram. Hit the link, the bio in the link in the bio, and you can find all the ways that you can get involved. Whether it's raising money for us and then us paying for your tuition, your tournament entrance fee, or you want to raise a certain amount of money, win a gi. I'll read that off in a second, but we give you some prizes, basically what you call perks when you're donating.
And so you get one of those cool mugs.
You can get $50. Either you could choose for every $50 you could choose an embroidered belt or a foundation mug.
Because that's what I wanted.
I got one for you today.
I don't care about you helping me. I just want the mug. I can't drink coffee out of help, bro.
Get 20% off your order at Flow and Roll with code JJD. I always say this, and this is really super important. If you're running a team, a gym, go over to his Instagram. It's @flow_n_roll. check out the custom work he does. Check out the rash guards that he designs for teams and schools. That's where he really excels. So go check that out. Shout out to Southeastern Submission Classic, who is someone that Sean put us together with. Their next competition is January 16th. It's a submission-only event in Crestview, Florida, and you can check them out on Instagram at Southeastern Submission Classic. All right. So we always tell you, we put together our trailer because we wanted to just give a little spark to our YouTube page. So the purpose is don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that little bell, and you get alerts. Right. That was really the focus of that last video, is to remind people to click the bell, get a reminder when we launch an episode, or even now we're putting out clips of websites,
don't just
website episodes.
Stumble upon our episodes.
Yeah, so we're actually putting out these clips now too, so you can kind of, if you're not able to catch a whole episode, you can just watch a clip and get a little kind of a snippet. We're doing it Joe Rogan style. We're following the leader. Why not, right?
Sure. Big Joe.
Yeah, with the holidays coming, we've also asked people to support us on Amazon Smile. You can go to our Instagram page at Jiu Jitsu Dummies again. And if you click the link in our bio, it gives you all this stuff. It'll lead you to almost everything that we talk about here on the show. So let's go back to, by the way, I'm Milton Campus, purple belt, Fight Sports, Coral Springs.
I was wondering. I was like,
who's this guy?
He's just sitting there on the mic talking.
And that's Bo behind the mic.
And I'm Moose.
My esteemed co-creator here.
Moose, the sound and video guy.
So one of the things that we're still doing, and we want to get another scholarship out before the end of the year, if we can, if not early January. So we have our foundation money raise, our version of a GoFundMe that we're doing through something called a website called classy.com or classy.org. So you competitors out there can raise money. You can set up a page, raise money, and if you raise over a certain amount, we're going to pay for your entrance fee to your next tournament. So if you raise $300, we'll pay up to $100 for your entrance fee. If you raise over $500, we'll also send you a gi from Flow and Roll. Raise $1,000 or more and get the entrance fee, a gi, and a $100 gift card to our podcast store, which is jujitsudummies.shop.
So that's something that GoFundMe didn't do. That's not.
You don't do they don't do the perks.
Right.
That's like an Indiegogo type of thing, but that's more like product based. So we're carrying that over into.
That's pretty classy.
Yeah. There you go. Thank you. Shout out to Tap Cancer Out who kind of put us onto that. Woo. If you're doing an event anywhere else in the world, we'll do that for you. I don't care where you're doing it. If you're doing a tournament, if you're listening in Australia or the UK, we'll do that for you as well. Minus the conversion rate on the
exchange
dollar.
rate. It's like 100 is like 100,000.
I gotta give you $1,000 US for your $100 entrance fee.
I bought a house with your donation. Thank you very much, bro. It's very good here in Russia with $100 American dollars. I go a long way. I take subway to Siberia, see girlfriend.
That's what I got to deal with all day, guys.
Yeah, we just lost Russia. So.
We lost all our Russian listeners. If you follow that same link, if you go to our main page on Instagram at Jiu Jitsu Dummies, you'll find all this stuff. So you can click on the link in the bio and then go to our foundation page on Instagram, where you can now actually donate right from Instagram. You can click the donate button, just follow the prompts, and you're basically not even leaving Instagram to make your donation. And the same thing on our Facebook page, which is
so that's like
the Jiu Jitsu Dummies Foundation.
That's in there.
It's in the platform. It's in the platform now.
Cool.
So once you get approved on Facebook, you're able to, because Facebook owns
because that's
Instagram.
inconvenient to jump off of Facebook, go to a website. Yeah. Or,
That's separate from Classy, right? So we can just donate through Facebook and Instagram through any of our foundation pages, or you can click the link in the bio.
So now when somebody has a birthday, just add our foundation to your birthday as a...
Yeah, they can do that too. Right? Yeah. You can, if you want to do that money raise.
Because everybody's like the sympathy pull, It's my birthday.
It's my birthday. Donate. Yeah, donate to the charity.
Otherwise,
instead of sending
hate you, and you're a loser. You're not a friend of mine anymore.
There you go.
I always feel compelled. I donate so I don't lose the friend, so they don't think because they're like, I saw you. Because they get back to me like, I saw your name wasn't there, bro.
Yeah.
Like, oh shit! I turn green with guilt.
with that in mind, though, we have to shout out Dave Kaidash from Road BJJ. You always see his logos on the scrolls here. And High Road Revolution as well. He's been a huge supporter of the foundation. We appreciate you, Dave. Happy holidays. Thank you for all you do for us. It's because of you that we're able to do these first 3.
What's the thing? Do a good deed?
Do a good deed. Yeah, that's his mantra,
deed,
right? So
that's cool.
Respect the Tap.
Yeah.
We got to thank them. They sent us some really cool T-shirts for everyone. Oh, Bo.
Hey, if you look at that camera, you stand up a little bit.
I'm gonna
just stand up a little bit. Look at that camera. You get a nice close up on the shirt.
I'm gonna knock everything over. Can we see it here? Respect the Tap.
Yeah, no, you can see it. There it is.
It's their submission series. This one says armbar.
That's cool.
This one's for Bo. I'm gonna open it over here in front of the camera though first.
Yeah.
I love opening other people's gifts.
Nice.
I got a couple more for Bo and.
I'm going to call the Postmaster General
for
on
Bo,
you.
for Junior and Miguel, who are busy this weekend with their families. But
I like guillotines, man. I really do.
That's yours, brother.
I mean, just
happy holidays.
Chuckles.
Don't ask for anything else.
That's it.
Santa sent that to you.
You kidding me? This is all my newest clothing.
From here?
I haven't bought a T-shirt in like 30 years. Man.
You're not going to have to. I got more stuff coming. We've got some
clients,
really cool...
shows, whatever. It's like I don't wear anything I bought.
Yeah.
Everything's given to me.
We've got some cool stuff coming from some other new sponsors, too.
Except pants. I don't want anybody buying me pants.
No?
Yeah.
You prefer to walk around in your underwear?
The third leg is just...
Easy.
It makes the sizing,
So check out Respect the Tap on Instagram. Now I'm going to spell it for you because there's a T missing on purpose. It's RespectThap. Respect the Tap, but it's only one T between the and the respect. I wanted to point that out because I made that mistake.
So it's not like hard.
And the
drive.
website's the same. Yeah. It's the same thing for the .com. It's RespectThap.com. Okay. If you put the extra T in, you're going someplace very different. I tried it.
Now I'm going to put the T in.
So we've got these T-shirts. We're still going to give them a shout out on the show. Don't worry, guys. Over at Respect the Tap, we appreciate it. We're not counting this as your episode shout out. So we'll still get you on episode 32 and beyond. When Junior and Miguel are back, I've got a couple of shirts for them too. I'm not even sure that it's a different submission on each one of the shirts that they sent us.
Did they make bail?
Really cool. So as always, guys, check out the podcast store at JitzDummies.shop. You can get 15% off your order with code JJD. We always do free shipping over $50. And if you go to our Instagram, you'll get the occasional bump in percentage discounts with a different code. So check that out. JitzKings is having an event in Miami next weekend, December 5th. Hopefully we'll have this out during the week. We'll do the small shout out during the week.
We need brand ambassadors. You need just like
I've done brand ambassadors. It doesn't work.
Chuck a T-shirt. No, I mean girls.
Yeah, that stuff. That's a money pit. Good idea, but
he, she, hers.
Yeah, maybe run that one by my wife and see what she says. So JitzKing's got an event in Miami next week. They're doing an open trial event for kids between 7 and 17. I think the registration, by the time this comes out, the registration is going to be over. I'm looking at Bo, everybody, when you see me looking away from the camera. I think by the time this comes out, I think December 1st is the last day. We're right here at the end of November. But you can still go out and check out the event. And then like the winners of certain categories, depending on the age, have a chance at being on Flow Grappling. So that's what these open trial events are all about. So again, kids from 7 to 17, I'm going to do since we didn't record this weekend, we're probably going to record next weekend since we didn't do an official episode. So we're going to have to do it next weekend. If we don't, then I'm going to be at that event. So I already told them I was going to be there. Now I might have to back out.
Well, see what happens. See what happens based on,
If you'd like to support the show, visit us at patreon.com/Jiu Jitsu Dummies. You'll be entered to win a drawing of at least $100 in jiu-jitsu swag. We're back to one prize per month now. We used to do 2. We're back to 1. Listeners who submit questions we use on the show are automatically entered into those drawings as well. So, be involved with the show. Get a chance at $100 worth of jiu-jitsu swag. It's usually like a gi, either from Flow and Roll or $100 gift card to the podcast store. And actually, High Road's supposed to be doing something for our September winner, which we haven't awarded yet. So shout out to our current podcast patrons, Robert Walker, Frank House, Liam Berg, Wolsey Rivera, Boa Athletics. You can check them out at Boa_athletics on Instagram. Michael Pixley Jr., Jason Smiley, Britt Tover, James Fisher, CJ Carroll, Mission 22, Truck Red Door, and our local guy here, Roberto Santiago. All right, so basically kind of went through our housekeeping today, but at the end of the day, guys, we just wanted to thank everybody for your support. Everyone here that I just spoke about has been with us for some time, supported the show, repost, send us messages of support. So
yeah, we do our thing, but they, it ultimately comes down to these relationships, man. And that's super cool that you have that. That's what's nice about this industry, about jiu-jitsu. It's, I come from car racing. That's my world. And we have this camaraderie. We have this connection, which is everybody supports the next guy. Of course, everybody's out to do their thing, but it's somebody said, my buddy Tommy, right? Okay, so he was very much into, following these investor guys and business gurus and stuff, and came across this guy. I'm upset I can't remember his name, but he had this term, cooperation.
Okay.
You're in competition with each other, yeah, of course. Every business is, but there's this concept of cooperating with each other to build up the whole industry as opposed to just one business over the other business, and I love to see that kind of stuff in an industry.
Well, now you're understanding the camaraderie side and why this is jiu-jitsu has so many.
Yeah, it's not just camaraderie
military guys
in the students and the people who take jiu-jitsu and do. Yeah. It's in the businesses. That's what's super cool. Yeah,
but definitely the camaraderie. We look out for each other. I'm always saying support your jiu-jitsu businesses, but it's the reason why guys like Miguel and Junior who have served. It's why they love this even more. I mean, you're getting the physical parts out of it. You're getting the exercise.
That they lose in coming back from.
We've spoken about that on the show sometimes. Yeah. So big shout out to them as well. I appreciate Miguel.
It's really pretty amazing the amount of generosity and philanthropic spirit that comes through, especially from the vets.
Yeah,
it's really
pretty and we can't forget about We Defy. We Defy has been a huge supporter.
Still
and
want
we're
that
supporting
shirt
them.
The military.
Hey TJ, can you get Bo a shirt? What are you, a schmedium?
The military green one,
extra schmedium
with the big We Defy on it.
Next time they send us shirts, he'll let me know next time they get shirts.
Junior has that, and I'm still envious.
Okay, all right, we'll get that for you. But now I know what to get you for Christmas. Now I have to get you a Christmas gift.
Yeah.
So, but shout out to We Defy. Thank you for all you do. Check them out at We Defy Foundation on Instagram. And for those of you who don't know, they help wounded combat veterans through jiu-jitsu. The therapeutic parts of jiu-jitsu are incredible, even for someone who's been wounded. Look into the founders of We Defy.
Yeah, you got to look back at some of the episodes because we've had some interesting stories about how people have come back wounded and thinking that they're done, that's it, they can't do anything, and then they find out that they can actually even compete.
Yeah, I mean, for those of you who don't know, that one of the co-founders is a triple amputee. So
because one was,
and he's doing jiu-jitsu. Yeah. Wow. So amazing guys.
It's funny because I have a dental issue myself, right? And that's not losing a limb, but in this really strange kind of way, I can associate to some minute level of what it's like to be missing something so important. I mean, I basically can't smile. If I'm in a crowd of people or something, I'm in a business meeting or so, I can't smile until I get them done. I look like, it was the homeless guy in the studio, It's like, get him away from me, quit me.
If we have a jiu-jitsu dentist out there, I'm not even being funny. If anybody's got a connection to a dentist, do you know what you need? Is it a prosthodontist?
No, it's a full mouth reconstruction. So it's the whole surgery.
What type of dentist is there a name to that dental?
It's
the practice,
it's a dental surgeon.
Like you have an orthodontist for braces. You have it prosthodontist? Is there?
I'm not 100% sure, but it is. They do call it permanent dentures. So it's implant based, but these huge freaking implants
probably,
that go, like practically touch your brain, and they put them into your skull, and then these things clip on, and they only take them out once a year. You go in for cleanings, they pop them out, and they clean underneath them and stuff. But they're actually better maintenance than real teeth.
Wow.
Like, I'm actually looking forward to this from a maintenance standpoint. But
well, if you have any dentists out there that can put Bo on to somebody who does implants, let us know. Send us a message.
Understand, and really, I could understand. And it's expensive as shit, though.
Yeah,
it's really expensive. It's over $50K.
We could do a trade for some a sponsorship trade.
I have knee pads.
Get you your teeth.
I have knee pads.
What if you like? You come out like this with like the chiclets, like when they got the really like.
Well, they're coming out talking like I can't even close my mouth now. They're a little big, but
you're like her, like Mr. Ed.
Oh, how you doing, everybody? It's funny though, but like I said, I can relate just in a small, tiny way what it's like to be missing something so important that you struggle with the concept of being whole.
Yeah,
and we've had this conversation before. I told you that when this happened to me, I'm riding 19 years on this issue already. And irony was that it made me realize that before this happened in my previous life with teeth, I was actually too dependent on my appearance. So I had a cool smile, I had a good demeanor, blah, blah, blah. Who cared if I was dumb as shit? You know what I mean? So, but then all of a sudden I lose my face, right? So now what do I have? I only have content.
Your incredible personality.
So now, well, no, if it is, thank you. If it is, it's only because I was forced to develop that. That became my new face, was having a persona, being able to hold a conversation, being able to keep somebody's attention, being able to come up with content that was interesting, intriguing, as opposed to just being, hi, I'm a good looking guy. So what? I didn't even get laid that much anyway. So I mean, what difference does it make? So now 19 years later, I realize I've become the person that I always wanted to be, but I had to lose something to get there. And the irony is I can get it back. That's my advantage.
Much more appreciative of the things that you do have that you still have.
Holy cow. Let me tell you something.
And I tell you all the time, though, I mean, I only look at your teeth because you point it out so much. But if not, I don't really think you realize that.
And you don't really realize it. That's actually an amazing part of it because
you point it out more than I notice it. But then when you say it, then I'm looking at your mouth when you're talking. And then it's like, oh, it's okay. I see what he means. And
people have been so incredibly cool. Clients especially. Friends, that's great. But clients, I got to make my bread and butter. I got to make a living. And for clients, they could be the most judgmental and say, wow,
I'm about to pay this guy. And
I'm trusting him with my work, with my, he's
judging a book by its cover.
Representing my shit. And, so I've had some very interesting clients in the process in over the years, and they were super, super cool about it. And that made me even more conscious of the fact of how powerful content and presentation persona is over appearance. And then through this time I've met so many people, not only who were amputees or something like that, but there's some people who were just born, I can't put it any other way, fugly, and you don't have.
We just lost all our fugly listeners.
All our fugly listeners are gone. We love you, fuglies. But seriously, and I mean, think about that. You're born that way, and you don't have, you can't wear that great. It's like being Danny DeVito. Think about that. Really, sure. I know. I'm not like trying to go derogatory.
Going into deep waters here.
I don't want, we just lost all of Hollywood. But
we're going into deep waters.
But think about Danny DeVito. I mean, a great. What was the movie with him and Arnold Schwarzenegger? Twins. Great movie because it emphasizes that point. How we perceive things based on appearance. But then you look at Danny DeVito and you learn about his life and what he is in Hollywood and the powerhouse he is. Mm-hmm. You know what? He took what he was given, and he made more out of that than some of the best-looking prickers I know on the planet. He took that for a ride, like big time. Costanza, what's his name? I can't remember his
I don't know his
Alexander something.
I don't know.
Or Alexander's his last name or something. but he's hilarious.
No, you're thinking Jason Alexander, who's the little guy.
No, Costanza.
Oh, Costanza. Yeah, it's Jason Alexander.
Yeah,
I thought
Jason
you meant
Alexander. Another guy. I mean, he's
guy.
he's not super gorgeous, but he's got such an attitude. That attitude makes it. Yeah. When you see him when he's not playing Costanza, like, dude, he's such a powerhouse.
We should have put you over here in front of the camera.
He's really with my ass facing the camera, the better side.
All right, listen. I want to get off this subject and say, lastly, we want to not only again thank you for your support, but actually for one more thing, everybody. Amazon Smile. It's such a small thing you can do. If you're an Amazon shopper, just again go to our Instagram, look up one of the Amazon posts, scroll to the left. It'll give you the directions on how to set up Amazon Smile on your phone, your device, your computer, whatever it is. Just kind of go into your settings, and your default setting will just show Amazon Smile instead of the Amazon logo. You still get Prime. You still get everything. Nothing changes. The only thing that changes is that they give a small percentage of all of your purchases, almost all of your purchases, to the foundation or to the charity of your choice. So we've been getting lots of donations that way. It's been amazing. We're just starting to see those first checks. I think they send them quarterly. So we've just started to see those come in. Again, really awesome. You don't have to do anything other than just switch your setting. So help us out there, guys. We appreciate you. So we're going to leave it there.
And then share.
Always share. Yeah, guys, share our content. There's nothing more that you could do, even more than, donating money and just sharing it gets it out to the masses. Yeah. So that's why I always say there's a reason why we ask you to like, comment, share, asking you to ring that bell to see our content. The more people that watch, the more that YouTube will actually show us in queue for the next guy that's looking for something jiu-jitsu related.
So many good messages, that I know people would absolutely appreciate.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people, and you've even asked me. You've talked about this. Well, let's not leave it on this, but let's talk about this. A lot of people said, "Hey, why don't you get these famous guys?" And we could. We don't ask. We're not. That's not what we're looking for. At least that's what the podcast has become, which is we have a lot of fun talking to people who are doing really cool things. And they do jiu-jitsu. Right. Yes, we can have the famous guys on. Junior interviewed Gordon Ryan and Nicky Rod down during, the event? Substars. During the Substars event. We put that out. It wasn't an episode, but we put that out as snippets. And that's all great. And we'll have those guys on one day. We'll have other people on one day. Great to have on. I know you want me to get him on. Listen, funny, anytime I send a message, usually, people say yes right away. Certain people, it's a scheduling thing. Like today, hey, I got this going on. It's got to be quick. But we just found this place where we're talking to people who are doing good things. Jiu-jitsu is one of the things that they do. Like the We Defy guys. They do jiu-jitsu, but they're also helping combat veterans. Tap Cancer Out has been on the show. Justin from Fight Back, he helps people with substance and I hate to say mental issues. What's the right word? He helps people who are having
life coaching.
Not life coaching. No, it's people. I don't know. I have to say mental disabilities, mental issues. I didn't want to say mental issues.
PTSD issues.
Any issues, and it's more related because he's a recovering addict.
Psychological.
So, psychological issues. Maybe is a better way to say.
Mental.
He's mental.
He's mental.
Milton's mental. I've been called mental. My wife calls me mental.
I'm definitely mental.
So, but like Justin, again, one of our very first supporters and sponsors. He's helping people. He'll send you a gi. He'll help you find jiu-jitsu if you're somebody who's a recovering addict. So we fell into this place. This was not by design. We fell into this place, and we're enjoying that.
Yeah, you
ride.
just wanted to talk about jiu-jitsu, and look what happened.
Yeah, but that's the thing is we're talking about jiu-jitsu, and the people that we have on are doing. Almost everyone that we've had on is doing something really cool away from jiu-jitsu. Even when, Jessica Aguilar, right? She does jiu-jitsu. She's a black belt. She comes to our gym once in a while, and she's a UFC fighter, and she's got all these other things going on, and she wants to get into philanthropy.
Aren't all our Patreon guys also do jiu-jitsu, right?
Yeah, of course. I think every one of them is a jiu-jitsu practitioner. I mean, I don't think anybody's listening that doesn't do jiu-jitsu. I don't think we'd be for those people. But it just, again, we did not design it this way, but it happened this way where almost everyone that's been on, with the exception of a few, are doing really cool things outside of jiu-jitsu, and that's who I'm having fun talking to. It's inspiring to me. It's one of the reasons why we did the foundation.
And they're really the ones that drive the industry, true. I mean, the stars are the stars, but it's this kind of work that goes on behind the scenes.
I've actually spoken to some really, again, and they're not the most famous guys, but if I mentioned a few of the names, which I don't want to because I don't want to make sure that, we finalize the scheduling, but I can think of two offhand right now that are, huge names. And one of them some people might say controversial figures in the jiu-jitsu world, and they're going to be on the show. But again, it's not just jiu-jitsu, it's this whole other story that they created.
Right.
And again, without going too far into the details, we've got some really interesting people that are coming on. So again, it wasn't by design. It wasn't that we don't want to talk to the Gordon Ryans of the world. That's great. But they're on 50 other freaking podcasts that are asking them all the same questions. I'm having fun talking to people that are doing really cool things with their jiu-jitsu. So, things like, even one of our Patreon supporters, CJ Carroll, he has us shouting out Mission 22. We shout out We Defy. Tap Cancer is now a friend. It's just a cool space to be in. Doesn't mean we'll always be just that, but right now we're having fun doing 2 episodes a month. We're having fun talking to these people doing cool stuff. So
a lot of the unexpected stuff turns out to be some of the best stuff. So
yeah, I mean, I think if you would have sat us down when we first got this started, it was supposed to be a round table, but with the occasional guests coming in, with COVID, we kind of were pushed to just doing almost everything through
I call it
Zoom.
COVID-D,
really?
bro. Yeah, because it's more chill.
Okay.
Than COVID.
Okay, now you know why he's behind the camera, everybody. So, all right, listen, we're going to leave it there, Bo. Happy holidays. Appreciate you.
Thank you. Happy holidays.
I appreciate
to you
Schmoopy. Let her hear that
Do you
part.
have any
when
New Year's resolutions? Do you have any New Year's?
Really to get in shape and lose a little bit of weight, the classic resolutions.
Why? What's the matter? Your ass is getting too big.
Yeah, I just had some leftovers while we were waiting for our guest.
I've been eating too much, and now I'm 20 pounds overweight, like I told you. Yeah.
If you guys saw how skinny he was, 20 pounds. He's gained 20 pounds. He's not 20 pounds overweight.
I am. So, clinically, I should be 165. I'm at 185.
He looks like my freaking leg. So, all right. Stop dragging me back in, Bo. All right, everybody. Listen again. Happy holidays. We'll be back with episode 32. Either next week or the following. We'll have like 2 or 3 episodes being launched in the next couple of weeks.
Just call this one 32.1.
We'll do 31B. So 31B. So no, but we appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Keep on listening. Keep on telling your friends about us. Woo! Thank you guys. Thank you, Bo.